Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tales of Gaming Addiction, a YouTube channel where we talk about gaming and all that good stuff. I was looking to make an official start for these lore videos after looking back at the Bilgewater and the Shadow Isles videos and taking some mistakes from that and taking some things forward. And I really want to make it like a concise playlist so you can watch from start to finish. So this will be the first one in the series, and then we'll go on, we'll do other city-states, events, things like that in a fairly consistent timeline, and we'll go and revisit Bilgewater and the Shadow Isles when it comes up, and we keep to this concise style. So without any further ado, let us get into the biggest lore for the world's biggest esport, the League of Legends. 20 years ago, the world was in chaos. Civilization was on the brink of collapse, as wars grew increasing in occasion and ferocity. The most popular weapon, though, was not the sword or the soldiers at the general's command, it was raw, unbridled magic. Powerful mages known as summoners would bend war magic to their will to enhance their own troops and cause devastation upon their enemy. What these summoners failed to realise was that using this magic was twisting the world, causing unnatural earthquakes, volcanoes, superstorms, and it nearly destroyed the world. To this end, mages and summoners, on both sides of conflicts, agreed that something must be done to resolve it. To this end, they founded the League of Legends. Its purpose was to stop any conflicts before another one would erupt and possibly destroy the world. This is achieved via the creation of the Institute of War, which was built between Demacia in the west and Noxus in the east. To contain the fights, the League of Legends built Fields of Justice. The ever popular and the first field is known as the Summoner's Rift, which lies on the same grounds as the Institute of War. The now defunct Crystal Scar for Dominion is located in Kalamanda, near the Great Desert. We also have the Twisted Tree Line, with the 3v3 matchups which reside deep within the Shadow Isles and some ancient ruins of ancient peoples. The ARAM maps were originally hosted on a private area somewhere within the Institute, but have since been moved to the Howling Abyss in the cold north of the Freylord. And lastly, we have the one-time map of Butcher's Bridge, which doubled as an ARAM map, located in Bilgewater. However, it has been abandoned due to the events within Bilgewater and the latest harrowing. The structure of the League is a council which is overseen by three powerful summoners, known as the High Council of Equity. Now these guys have their own lore, they might become their own separate video because there's quite a lot of speculation about them, about a particular event and a champion residing to them, and we'll cover that in a later video. But that's all you really need to know. Three summoners control everything, but beneath them is a council, and this council is formed by members of the city-states that the League officially recognises via their chosen emissary. Each city-state is given protection under the League, similar to like how our UN stops conflicts today with wars between nations and everyone having to come together and talk about it. Or in this case, if you want to dispute a border, dispute it on Summoner's Rift, where it's a little bit safer and we can get some entertainment. However, there are only 8 members. These are Demacia, Noxus, Piltover, Swan, Ionia, Bilgewater, Vandal City, and the combined tribes of the Freylord. Unfortunately, this does leave the new Empire of Shurima open to war with anyone without the League intervening. Now, the League, like anywhere, is host to many of the world's current champions, and they were major picks both past and present. Brand, the Burning Vengeance, is imprisoned within a circle of light after being captured by Demacian forces. Cho'Gath, the Terror of the Void, he too is imprisoned lest he starts devouring the world without ever being captured. Fiddlesticks the Harbinger was summoned by a lowly ranking summoner and now remains locked away in a dark room to act as the League's executioner. Cogmore, the Mouth of the Abyss, is kept sated within the Institute's halls with tasty morsels to quell his unending hunger. Nocturne, the Eternal Nightmare, is bound to a Nexus shard which was extracted from the Twisted Tree Line. And lastly amongst all these, Renekton, the Butcher of the Sands, is chained by his brother in hopes of bringing him back to sanity. Along with this merry bunch of misfits, the League is an actual home for 11 of the League's 129 strong roster. Malphite, the Shard of the Mountain, is often found caught meditating within the caverns nearby. Alistair the Minotaur acts as the League's guard, deterring all who would try to break in or out. Among these two, we also have other staff members that double as champions for the Rift. Rise, the Rogue Mage, has been given a study to pursue ancient magic safely. Kael the Judicator has offered herself a millennium of service to the League, and she is also the head of the Tribunal Services for summoners that break the code. Zarath, the Mage's Ascendant, offers his knowledge and guidance to future summoners under the close watch of Narcissus, the Curator of the Sands, who also deals with the archives and curates the library and tries to cure his brother Renekton of his insanity. And lastly, we have Zillion the Chrono Keeper, who developed the temporal stasis bubble, along with the Sonia's hourglass. And finally, to round out this list, Amumu, the Sad Mummy, Janna, the Storm's Fury, Ari, the Nine-Tailed Fox, also call the Institute home when they aren't wrecking it on Summoner's Rift. So, thank you for listening to this little tidbit of lore, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more, please give this video a like and drop a comment to request either an event, place, or champion to talk about, and be sure to click on the subscribe button so you don't miss any future lore videos. And I'll see you next time.